Micheal, it's great to see you here in the dementia-friendly garden, because I'm always going on and on about the importance of gardening to mental health, which is such a topical issue, of course, in Ireland at the moment. Do you, I mean, you're working, you're a politician, you're always working. I'm on my downtime, in my element here amongst the gardens. Do you fancy yourself, do you class yourself as a gardener? Do you like to take time out in the garden?
I wouldn't class myself as a gardener in the sense that in timing you should get to do the planting and all of that,
Yeah.
but I love walking in gardens and in my own gardens, and I've done in West Cork. And like I was in Leinster House, what I tend to do a lot is I walk out to Marion Garden across the road.
Gorgeous.
I do 3 laps of that and go in between it. It's a beautifully designed, and they've upgraded it recently. And that's where I get a bit of peace. Gardens are oases for people, and when you look at mental health, it's probably one of the biggest issues young people face. When you go through challenges and so on in life, the advice is always to go out there, get out to nature, walk through nature and so on like that. So I think gardens have an enormous role to play in mental health. Also in inclusion. I just come from the Enable Ireland garden, and how the children who avail of the services of Enable Ireland find that whole garden experience so fulfilling and so enriching for them as well. And so that whole idea of designing gardens to be inclusive, to watch out and to accommodate those with special needs, I think is one of the great features of Bloom, and shows the degree to which the whole gardening experience can really be broadened out.
Absolutely,
to
everyone.
everybody, you know.
Linda did a great job in that garden. Now, I know, a bit tongue-in-cheek, you're surrounded by biodiversity in your day job, if you like, where you go, but we are facing the quickest, fastest rate of species extinction that we've seen in this planet in 55 million years. Staggering. We all know what happened to dinosaurs. We have to stop putting our heads in the sand and stop just changing channel when we see it. Gardens will play a huge role in this, don't they? And this is a theme that's throughout. I see Fingal are here with it as well. Fingal,
I think the state has to get more involved
Yeah.
to support, particularly where certain species are near extinction. The whole issue around bees and honey, for example, there's been a great initiative that's taken place. I was reading about it recently with the beekeepers, and in terms of actually targeting through the Beekeepers Association and all those who are out there to try and increase the habitats, if you like, the environments where they can flourish. I think we have to become far more proactive than we have in terms of retaining our biodiversity. Crucially, there's a lack of public awareness around biodiversity. You're right, some people look at you as if you have 2 eyes. I even know within the trade war, like keep saying to people, biodiversity. We need it for sustainability. And yet, I don't think it has the level of prioritization in terms of overall policy that it deserves.
Yes, and people need to realise, I suppose, that it's like without it we have nothing and we'll cease to exist. That's for another day, perhaps. But
that's exactly it.
Great to see you here, though.
And thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of the show, and thanks for taking the time to chat
and
to us.
Very best of luck, and congratulations on all your achievements today.
It's always a pleasure to meet a Cork man in Dublin.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Micheal.